Hello and welcome back to my Flosstube channel, Frosty X Stitch. My name is Dawn. Welcome to any new viewers. I've seen that I have a few more. Welcome back to anybody who's been following me on my journey last year, and Happy New Year. So I'll show you my mug. Well, what you can see there is my Christmas tree lights. So you can't really see, but I love the colour of this one. And yes, I apparently slurp when I drink coffee. And I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing today. I've been trying to think of what I'm going to say, what I'm going to do on my Flosstube, and already since 2 days I have no idea. I've written notes. I always write notes. So I'll try and start with number one. I got myself a Christmas tree because I was sick, very sick for 2 weeks. I didn't know if I would be able to get a Christmas tree because I basically got sick on the day that I was going to go and get my tree. But my brother did take me to get a tree. I got a really nice one and I've decorated it, and I'll insert the picture here. So, got my Christmas tree. So number two, yeah, I got some really lovely Christmas cards from Flosstubers that I got to know, like Shelley from Shelley's KX Stitch, Hand Dyed Diva, I can't remember. Well, of course, thank you to Eleanor and Olivia for Stitchy Xmas, because that was really fun. It was fun to watch, to see all the Instagram posts come up of people receiving their lovely card and their little presents, and I got a card and I love it to bits. And I'm not going to show all my cards because I have them up. I've got them all nicely arranged and I don't want to go and pick up all the cards. But I got a card from Stitchy Bex. I can't remember, so thank you to everybody who sent me a Christmas card, because I love Christmas cards. I really love them. I sent out mine pretty early, and I'm glad, because being ill I wouldn't have been able to send any, and apparently we had huge problems with the mail, not only in Switzerland but in the whole of Europe. So it was about 2 weeks of mail standstill. I participate in some of these postage surveys they do, so I could really see what's happening, that mail is just not getting through. It's not only Switzerland, it's Germany, it's the UK, it's France, it's basically Europe, and it's been a huge problem, not only for Christmas post but for normal post. So yeah, but I got lovely cards, so thank you to everybody who sent them. I really, even those that came after Christmas, I don't mind. I love Christmas cards and they stay up for quite a while, so thank you for that. Yeah, Hand Dyed Diva gave me a tea. Haven't tried it yet, but thank you very much. It's decaffeinated. I actually do like decaffeinated black tea. I drink quite a lot of it, being half British. So I'm really looking forward to trying that. Yeah, my cousin gave me stuff like a little stone with Happy Christmas on it, stuff to hang on my tree, all sorts of stuff. And of course I got lots of comments on this one, which is my favourite. I love this one. I love it to bits. It's just fantastic. What she also got me is a little phone box, so I'll insert pictures here. I got this lovely Christmas card from my cousin, and this is a pop-out decoration phone box. I'll try and assemble it
and show you again, because I think this is my style. I love this. So there it is, my lovely little phone box, and isn't it just, it's beautiful, it's perfect, I love it. So I'll have this probably out all year, and the card just because it belongs with the whole kit, and it's got phone boost on it, and I just yeah, I'll probably have this out all year. Have to find a place to put it because I love it. It's fun. It's absolutely me. So thank you, Fiona. That was perfect. And you gave me so many other decorations for my tree and stuff, and this is that has to find a place on my tree. I love it. It's just got comments on it on Instagram. This is just perfect. So Fiona, you managed to make my day. Thank you very much.
So that was number 2, the Christmas cards. Number 3, Eleanor and Olivia, thank you so much. That was so much fun, and I think it was fun for everybody to see, like, the cards pop up, first one here, one there, and even now popping up in Australia, and it's just fun. And it was really fun to see all of the pictures that that were taken during that photo shoot. It was really good, and it made me laugh, and it was fun, and I think you had lots of fun as well. So thank you very much for that. Number 4, Shelley was really, really kind, because I had this problem with Santa's Village, and that's from Country Cottage Needleworks, and this Facebook group that is a sort of stitch along, and I think did this 2 years ago or something, and I saw it and I knew I wanted to stitch it, so I went on there and I basically just asked where can I buy the whole, like, everything without having to go and buy the pattern, the buttons, the floss, the fabric and everything. And I got 2 people who told me of this person who could do it, and I was very disappointed because it took ages. I ordered it in June or July, and it came very, very late. The fabric was full. I can't deal with the fabric. I don't do pink fabric, and it was pink, and I didn't want pink, I wanted blue. And everything was, and then there was no floss, and as you know, floss is very expensive here in Switzerland, so yeah, I was really upset. Contacted them again, and I said, well, yeah, okay, and I paid a horrendous price, and I said, yeah, we'll pull the floss in the morning and we'll get back to you. And then they said, yeah, we've pulled the floss and we'll get back to you, but you're going to pay again. And I haven't heard from them since, and it's been months. And Shelley, basically, she went and she got all the floss for me and she sent it to me, and that is just, thank you, Shelley. Thank you. So I'll insert a little clip here.
People following me on Instagram have seen this as well. I got this as well 2 days ago, I think, and it's a lovely card. It's from Shelley KX Stitch, and I mentioned once in my Flosstubes that I got Santa's Village, I got all the charts, the buttons. They sent me fabric that I absolutely hate, and they didn't send me any floss, not even a DMC, and I had to pay a horrendous price for it. And then when I mentioned it that there was no floss, they sort of said, okay, we'll gather the floss, and then they wanted even more money. And they never got back to me. They still haven't got back to me, and that's been months now. And I was really fed up. I was not going to stitch it. But Shelley actually got me all the DMC that is needed, and she even got the week's dye works. And I've never had week's dye works, so I'm really happy. And yeah, I was actually going to give up on Christmas Village and just leave it, but I'm going to do Christmas 365, so I'll have to decide if I want to do it all on one piece, as I've seen lots of you do. It looks really good, Santa's Village on one piece of fabric, but I might do small ones, or I might just do 3 on one piece or something. I don't know yet, but I'm definitely going to start stitching them, and I'm probably going to start in January. And that's thanks to Shelley, and thank you so much. And the comments that I got on Instagram is, yeah, everybody said what a good friend, and yes, Shelley, you are. It's been so much fun seeing your floss tubes every week just pop up, and they're nice and fun and easygoing, and I like your stitching, and we've become friends, and that's really good. It's been fun, so thank you very much for that.
Yeah, so that was number 4, so let's go to number 5. Now number 5 was the phone box. Did I show the phone box? I probably did. Or otherwise I inserted it here. And then number 6, Christmas was difficult this year. In Switzerland you celebrate Christmas on the 24th. So basically you work half a day, it's like a Saturday, you work half a day, go to school for half a day, and then it's off, and then you celebrate in the evening. And the Christkindl brings your presents. So it's basically like a little angel or something. So you have that in the evening. And that's in Germany and in Switzerland. I think Austria does it as well. I don't quite know. But being half British, we used to celebrate the 24th with my step grandma and my half Swiss family, and it's complicated. Anyway, I stopped going to their Christmas do's because I don't want to get into that, but it's just not me, and it's not my style. I don't like it. So my parents, they celebrate by having, I think, I don't know, they put salmon on toast. I don't like salmon, don't like fish. So the 24th is just a normal day for me. It has no meaning. And the 25th is Christmas. So I was going to spend Christmas alone, but my parents invited me, and as you know, I haven't got a very good relationship going there. My brother and his girlfriend were invited as well, and because I was sick for so long and really lonely, I decided to go to my parents for Christmas. Let's say the experience wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that good either. The main thing was I got a decent meal, so that's good for me. And yeah, my dad surprised me, so I'll insert a little clip here.
I just wanted to make a quick video just to show you what I got for Christmas. My brother got me one of these pairs of scissors so that I now can cut my fabric. I basically have no supplies. I don't have an iron, I don't have a sewing machine, I have no fabric. Well, except stitchy fabric, of course, but I have no finishing fabric. I have nothing. So I've got these scissors. My brother got me these. I specially asked for them. And then my dad surprised me. He went to Ireland and he went into a needlepoint shop, and he found these. These are DMC kits, and they're little flower fairies, and they're quite sweet. But he said he just found, basically this was the best that he found. And so he was staying with he was there for work, and he was staying with the family, and he then got back and just showed them that he had got these. Yeah, but he was a bit disappointed that he didn't really think that maybe that was not my style, and he didn't really know. Anyway, so this family said, well, you need to go to this shop. I think it's called Trimco or something in Ireland. And it's something like, I don't know, well, in Switzerland it would be Manor, or one of these shops where you basically can get everything from food to linen to anything basically. So my dad went the next day, and he said there was just one bowl completely filled, and he didn't know what to get me. So he got me this Riolis kit, and I mean, I'll stitch this for someone, but I won't stitch it for myself. But it's Anker and Zweigart, which is very good. so that was goodbye. And he chose this, and I don't quite know why, because I have no relationship with hens or anything, but I think it's quite fun, so I'll stitch it. And it's a pillow kit, and it's got everything in it. So you have the floss, you have I think it's linen. Yeah, it's ankle floss, and it's Zweigart linen, or even weave. Can't quite see that now. Yeah, and it's got the finishing fabric, so I can finish a pillow by hand. I don't need a sewing machine to do that, but I was surprised because I have the same taste as my dad, so he should have been able to actually work out, but never mind. I like it. I'm going to stitch it. And then he thought I might need some floss, and I think it's quite cheap floss, but I don't mind because it has so many colours that I don't know. I really do not need to buy DMC for everything. I can use this, and if it doesn't work out, if the floss is no good, it doesn't matter. I can use it for small projects. So that was a big surprise. I didn't expect to get any stitchy gifts from my parents or my family. So yeah.
So yeah, that's what my brother and my dad got me. And then there was something that my mum gave me, which is very special, and that clip comes now.
Now something that I'm showing you here is very, very special to me. My mum knows that I'm doing cross stitch, but she was sort of clearing out some of her old stuff, and she found this. And what it is something that is stitched by my grandma, my mum's mum, and she died of ALS pretty early on, so I never met her. She didn't even, I think she met my dad, but I'm not sure. Well, she never met me. Apparently she stitched this herself, and my mum saved it when my grandparents had to go and live in assisted home, and my mum somehow managed to save this because it was from her mum, and I don't know where it was because I've never seen it, and it is cross stitch, as you can see, and are neat stitches, and I've just noticed that she stitches the same way as me. I didn't even see that before. I know she does both ways. The leg goes over one way, but it goes over the other way. But it is cross stitch. It is handmade, as you can see. This is definitely handmade. And it's from my grandma, who I never met. And my mum gave it to me. She said she was getting rid of stuff, and I'm overwhelmed. I don't quite know what to do with it. It's so precious because I've got nothing from my real grandma. Nothing. And I don't think I even have a photo. So now I have this, and it's just beautiful, and it's handmade, and my mum was going to just give it away, throw it away. I can't believe it. So I'm just very happy that I've got it. Yeah, so I wanted to show you.
So that was number 7. Number 8, I quickly show, I had this finished last time, but I fully finished it, and this is a quick and dirty. Quick, dirty and hard. Yes, McKenna and Michelle, thank you very much for that one. I just wanted it framed. I have this frame, I have this lying around. I had this mat board, and I basically just put it inside. It's just put inside, pulled, because I wanted to hang it up behind my Christmas tree. and it's done, and I'm really happy. I love the stitch. It's freebie from Stone Creek Stitchworks. I loved stitching it, and it was hanging above my, well, it's going to hang again above my Christmas tree, and I just loved looking at it. And next to it is my little ornament that I got from A Stitch Too Far, Ingeborg. It's next to it. So when I watch TV, I can see my tree, and my tree's going to stay up because I didn't have it up because I was sick, so it's just going to stay up until all the needles fall down. And then I have this above it, and next to it the little ornament from Ingeborg, and then a little ornament that I got from somebody else, and then a little stocking that I really like. So I have my little things that I'm just looking at, and for me this is going to go on, even though everybody else has apparently taken their stuff down. But I don't celebrate Christmas Eve, as I haven't been invited out for years now, and just go out and drink is not my thing, not if I can't do it with friends, or yeah. So I didn't celebrate that, so I had no reason to take my Christmas stuff down. So that was number 8. Let's do number 9. Oh yeah, I had this finished also. I showed you this, let's see, right way up, this way up. And I got myself one of these canvas things, and I wanted to put it on this. Now at the moment it's stapled on, the staples actually come through at the front, so that doesn't work. So what I need to do, I need to lace it. Could somebody please point me to a tutorial that shows me how to lace properly? Because I tried lacing from pictures that I've seen. I cannot do it. I cannot sew. You know that I cannot sew because it takes me an hour to sew on a button. So could somebody please point me towards a tutorial that shows how to lace the back of your stitching, or maybe make a tutorial showing it so that non-sewers like me, sorry about that, know how to do it, because I really would like to be able to do this without using staples, glue, double-sided sticky tape or anything. I would like to lace it if possible, so that would be really good if somebody could just point me in that direction. That was number 9. Number 10, new year, new start. Well, it was going to be a new start anyway, because I'm doing Stitching Mummy's temperature garden. Now I have a tiny little start there with my nice little needle minder from Ingeborg. Show you the needle minder. That's a beauty, isn't it? Anyway, it's nice and flat, and it's for sewing in hand. It's really nice because it's not heavy. So this is my start, and that's my first petal, the blue one. I'm going to start always that like that. That's going to be my first one, and then I'm going to go round that way. Stitching Mummy says she starts on the top, so her first one will go there, and then I think she goes clockwise. But I'm going to start, it's just logically for me it makes more sense to do it that way. And because I started this, I didn't start it on the 1st of January, I started it yesterday on the 2nd. So I could put my first petal in because I already knew the high temperature. And that brings me to the next point. Yeah. I'm going to be very interested in seeing this stitched, because I looked at the temperatures from last year, because Stitching Mummy gives a URL where you can see the temperatures, the high temperature of every day, the forecast, and then going back gives the high temperature. And basically the last 2 weeks here in Switzerland, well in Basel anyway, the temperature has been too high. The temperature has on an average been 10 degrees higher than it should be. On average, every day, 10 degrees in December. So we have had no snow. Today we have 12 degrees Celsius. That would be something like 54 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's warm. It's too warm. So all the insects that we have, they usually die when temperatures go below 0. They die off. So then in the summer we don't have that many. We have the new ones coming, of course, but the old ones die off. So we should be now around 0 or maybe 2 degrees, which is something like 32, 34 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's not happening. So I just hope that winter is going to come and that we're going to have snow, and if not, we're going to have a huge problem again in the summer. We have too many spiders, we have too many insects, and that affects the crop. We do actually, even though Switzerland is like really tiny, we do grow lots of crop in Switzerland, and when you can't grow crop because of insects, prices go up for what you get, and we have to get it from wherever, New Zealand, Australia, South America, and that of course is something that I don't want to do. I want to have it locally. I want it biological and locally, and I don't want to pay horrendous prices for it. So I really need the temperatures to go down, and I need the temperatures to go down for me, because I feel this weather and it's not right, and my whole body plays up. I need about 10 to 12 hours sleep a day, and that's not normal, and it's the temperatures. So, and yeah, so speaking about temperature gardens, what happened is that I saw that Ireland, I think yesterday, an Irish friend commented that they had power outage due to storm. Now, Ireland's had lots of storms coming, and they were meant to hit Switzerland. Well, they didn't. They all went over Germany or even further higher up. So when I woke up around lunchtime today, I heard all this. My shutter was going like, yeah, from the wind, and I could hear rain, and I thought like, oh, what's going on? And my friend had sort of texted me, I hope you've tied everything down. And then I knew, okay, there's a storm. So I got up and I looked out, and by that time it had stopped. But apparently they had to cancel flights in and out of Basel and Zurich. They had power outages in Zurich. They have now, we're going to have flood warnings for the streams, and well, like for the Rhine, for the River Rhine. But that all doesn't really affect me, because where I live, the River Rhine is down quite far, so the only flood damage that we would have here is if it rains too much, and the whole water from the bottom would come up, but even then it wouldn't really do any damage. And I mean, I've been in Basel or around Basel for more than 40 years, and we've never had a power outage due to a storm. So that's something that affects rural areas, and you shouldn't go into the woods and whatever, but that doesn't affect me. So yeah, but the storm did affect something else, so I'll show you some pictures here. I think I've showed you a picture of this before. This is the tree that I helped decorate that belongs to where I live. This is when it's lighted, and a bit better picture. And here you can see it in the middle of the whole roundabout where it's lit up. And this is what happened this morning. So yeah, and I did actually do some stitching. So I do some stitching at the end. I'm stitching on linen. This is my first piece on linen, and this is how far that I am. And I don't mind the stitching, like the crosses. It's not, is it going to focus? Please focus. I don't mind the crosses, I somehow get used to it when I pick it up. The crosses go pretty fine. And also the back stitch in the writing that you can see here. That's fine also, even the back stitch up there, but the back stitch in this piece, and it doesn't focus very well. I would like to show you. It's not going to focus. The back stitch in there it's going all over the place, and it was really difficult for me to do. And it's probably because I don't have tension on it. It's very loose linen, and now you can see it. That's better. Yeah, so, and I stitch in hand, so I don't have tension on it, and that's probably why I had all these problems. And I mean, if you look at the back, I usually don't show my back, but that just looks horrendous. It's not that I mind, it's just that that's how I really had problems doing that. So maybe I'll have to think about getting a Q-snap or a hoop or something if I want to stitch on linen. If it's going to be flimsy linen like this, I don't know. We'll have to see. But I like the pattern, so that's fine. I got some stitching on this guy, but yeah, I'm far behind. And I did some stitching on Evening Star, which is a full coverage project, so there's not that much to see, but most of it is half crosses, and I'm doing them 3 strands just because of the coverage. Yeah, it doesn't, I think you can see, but it says to do it 2 strands, and that would be on 16 count I think, and I'm doing it 18 count, and I'm doing it 3 strands just because I don't like the coverage. I even now don't like it, but that'll be fine, because the main picture is the train, and that's going to be fine because that's full crosses. And I think that was everything that I wanted to share. There was just one thing that I've been doing Stitch from Stash last year. I did it for the whole year. The first half went really well. Second half now, I was pretty much in a minus. That's because I was buying floss, and floss is just very expensive. So I'm glad that now in January I'm going to do it again. And January starts with 0. And I'm doing $25. Because dollar to Swiss francs is about 1 to 1 at the moment. So I'm doing $25 a month for my budget. And I've decided I'm not quite going to be as strict as Itty Bitty Stitchy. She said she's not going to buy any patterns this year. I'm not that strict. I've bought a pattern. It's on its way. I'll show you when it gets here. And I bought a fabric with it. It just, I wanted it. I'm getting it, and I'm going to stitch it with Shelley. We're going to do a style together, and I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, and I've got so many patterns. I've got patterns that are kitted up with floss and fabric, and I haven't started them. So I'm really going to start those projects. I don't have to start them today, and I don't have to start them tomorrow, but I'm going to try and do those projects and not buy patterns just because I want them. There are some that I still want. I want Winter Queen, Mirabilia, because I'm afraid that she's going to go out of print. I've got Summer Queen. I've got Royal Holiday, I think, yeah. But I haven't got Winter Queen, and I want Winter Queen because I really like her. I like the blues. But I'm not going to get her. I'm just going to leave it, and if she goes out of print, she's going to go out of print. I'm not, I don't go on a Bay of Evil, so if she goes out of print, she goes out of print, and that's just something that's going to happen. I did write down patterns that I've seen on other people's Flosstube or Instagram or Facebook, and I've sort of written them all down, patterns that I would like. So I have a whole list of patterns that I would like, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to get them or even stitch them. But at the moment, if it's not on this list, then I'm not going to buy it. Even if it's marked down to £2, I'm not going to buy it. I have enough stash, but what I need is fabric and floss, and that's going to be very expensive for me. And I know that now the customs regulations have changed a bit, but it's probably still going to be very expensive. So we'll see. But I'm still happy with what I got. I still like my project bags, and now they have projects in them. I have projects in my project bags, and I'm happy with that. And I'm happy with what I got for my Christmas presents, and we're just going to see what's going to happen. So I can see it. I've talked for 25 minutes and I'm inserting lots and lots of stuff, so if you stuck with me, thank you very much for watching. And yeah, I'm going to try and keep up to 2 weeks, even if I don't have very much stitching to show. Maybe it's only going to be a 10-minute floss tube or an hour floss tube, I don't know. But you know that you can still put on 1.5 speed, because I'm a very fast talker. I talk very, very fast, but that's in Swiss German. So you're very lucky, because speaking in English, I have a normal pace, so you can probably do it in 1.5. Yes, Michelle, talking to you, Bendy Stitchy. No, I do it as well, so it's fine. I know how it is. I have so many floss tubes I want to see, and just not enough time. Yeah, I've not been feeling well, and not being social really does not do me good. I've been very lethargic, and basically I watch Flosstube and try to stitch while watching, but then in the evenings I sit in front of the TV and then I can't do it. I can't stitch and watch TV. I just sit there and watch TV, and I want to stitch. I really want to stitch, but I can't. Some programs I can't just watch and stitch because I feel I miss out on it. Flosstube is not the same because it can constantly go back. You can just double tap and it goes back from something like 15 seconds or something. So you can quickly go back and see if you've missed something. I don't know. Yeah, I've just not been myself, and I was going to quit my job, but I've been persuaded not to do it, and I'm going back on Monday the 8th. Not looking forward to it, really not, and I have to see what's going to happen there. I have to get that sorted out, and I'm not in a state of mind of being able to focus on what I have to read to get the forms filled out, and I have tax problems now as well, and the whole thing, it's just blowing up in my face, and that makes me feel even worse. And then not having friends that I can talk to about it, and who listen to me. And it's not that I need advice, I need somebody to just listen, to be there, so that I feel alive, that somebody that reflects me, so that I know there's somebody who's listening to me, taking it in, but not trying to help me in trying to give advice. I need advice, yes, but I need somebody who just is there for me, or who would just smile and say it's not as bad as you think, or give me a hug or something like that. And I don't have anybody, and I've been watching TV and I've noticed that I have so many films I want to watch. So I watched Doctor Strange film by the way, but films like that I like to watch with somebody, because then I want to talk about it, because there's things in that film that I find interesting or that relate to the job that I used to have, and I want to know how was it possible to make a film with these sort of effects. Or like the book I'm reading the new Dan Brown Origin book, and I want to know things and I want to discuss it with somebody, and I don't have anybody, and it's just, you sit there and you have this you want to ask questions, and you don't especially want to ask them for an answer. You want to sort of have a discussion about it and try to work it out in your own mind. But do that with somebody, because just sitting there alone, you don't do it. You think about it, but then you let it go, because it's not, yeah, you just let it go. And that's a shame, because I have a lot of knowledge and I am very social and I do like talking, and I'm interested in so many things that happen or that I see, and I have nobody to talk to. And yes, Flosstube has helped. It has helped a lot. As you can see, I've been talking for 30 minutes. And I need 30 minutes, so much was cross stitch. But it's my channel. I can talk about what I like, and you can skip it if you're not interested. You can watch me at 2.0 speed. You can flip through. You can do whatever you like, but Flosstube has helped me to just talk about things and sort of put it out, but I still need the social interaction, and it's still missing in my life, and I really hope that this year it'll change, and that is my wish for myself. And I've been having a bit of trouble with this Flosstube Fit Club. I think it's a really good idea, don't get me wrong, it's a really good idea and you should join. If you've seen It Is Kismet's Flosstube video, the last one that she did, where she introduces a fit club, it's good, it's really good. But I've joined, of course I've joined, I think it's a really good thing. I've even weighed myself. I'm not going to say how much. Anyway, I have to lose weight. Not that much, but I have to lose weight. But that's not why I'm on it. I think she puts out a lot of points that are very good, very interesting, and things that I need to do or look out for. But I've sort of noticed that people have been just posting their state of mind, or what they've been thinking, or what they want to do, and that doesn't correspond exactly with me. And I don't want to get into, I don't need more problems put onto mine. So if somebody is actually trying to lose weight, who really wants to lose weight and needs to lose weight, I'm not going to get onto that train, and I'm not going to comment to that person, because I'm not doing that. That's not for me, and that's fine. That she's doing it is fine, and I don't have a problem with that, and that she's going to post it on there is fine as well. I sometimes read it, but I cannot take on that problem and start commenting on it, because then I get involved with somebody else's problem, and then I still have my own problems that need dealing with, and then other problems come on top. So I'm missing out on something like, I don't think she's going to do events, because events don't make sense. As she said, everybody has to put out their own goals, find their own incentive, find their own goals. So putting something up like, we're going to lose 5 pounds in 2 weeks, and put that out, that's not going to work. But I'm missing out on something like maybe a checklist, something like she did at the beginning when she talks about it. She says, like, go to your doctor. If you have woman parts, go to your woman doctor. If you have glasses, check out your prescription. Do you need new glasses? Do you want contact lenses? Stuff like that. Maybe a checklist that just puts it all out there, and you can download and then do it for yourself, put your own things on, or take stuff off that's not for you, or something like that. It's just, I'm missing something in there. I don't want to put out what I want to do for everybody to just read and then put their own comment on, because then it sort of gets lost, goes in one direction or the other. I think I need a more structured environment for. I don't know if she's thinking about this, or I haven't discussed it with her. This is just me now talking, and yes, I'm just talking and I'm just rambling. And I just want to give a quick shout out to Kerry and Stitches. So because I liked seeing your stuff again. That was fun. I liked all the floss tubes that have come out. I really loved seeing Itty Bitty Stitchy today. I was so happy because I've been thinking about you, Brittany. You've been on my mind quite a lot. And I got these Brooks books, Alice. I got Alice, the White Rabbit, and I think Mad Hatter. And you're doing it in this long, dark fabric. And I like that. I'm not going to do all the characters. I've got 3 of them that I got from Scottish Stitcher. I showed that in one of my floss tubes. And I've ordered dark fabric. I don't think it's black. It's sort of same sort of colour like you have. And I'm going to put the 3, and I'm probably going to put them in a row, or maybe, I don't know yet. But I'm going to put them on dark fabric like you have, because I think that's really good. Good idea. I liked it. Yeah, it was really good to see you, Brittany. It was really good to see you. I've got Bendy Stitch's video still in my queue. Haven't watched that yet. Looking forward to it. Probably do that tomorrow, because it is quite late already. And the Stitch With Me that she's done, Bendy, I know it was Sunday, don't know, but I'm going to watch that as well. Yeah, Miss Also Crafties, I haven't seen that one yet, but I have caught up with most other people that I really want to catch up with. Shelley KX Stitch, what's yours? I try to do it immediately because yours are usually quite short. Stitching Mummy hasn't been on for quite some time, but that's due to the fact that she just hasn't had time or the energy to film. So I hope to see her soon again. I'm interested to see if she's going to do the plans that she planned, or if she's changed everything around. She probably has. Looking forward to that, and seeing what she's done in the meantime. I miss Kay. Is it Kay? Kay's cross stitch. I missed her. She hasn't been on. She did little short clips showing the theatre stuff, but I don't think she has a floss tube out for quite some time. Miss her. I'm behind on Off the Grid just because Off the Grid need lots. I want to watch the Monday ones, but then I somehow get the Stitch With Me, so I'll watch the Stitch With Me, and then I forget to watch the Monday one, and then she's been doing Vlogmas, and you can't just randomly go in, so I saw the first 2 I think, and now I've got the others in my queue, but I can't watch the last one. I have to go back, so then of course I find the Monday ones that I've missed out on. I'm really trying to get there. I've watched 2 I think today, can't remember. And there's so many good people out there, and I'm looking forward to I Heart Cross Stitch. She's going to do a monthly one, I hope, again, soon, please. Lisa Stitching and Such, she had one recently, I think in December, yes. Watch that. And Peas have been falling out at the bottom of my queue because she does the Fiberlicious. It's her woolen one where she has all of it in it, and then she does the floss tubes, and I want to watch because in both of them she talks about books, and I'm interested in her book recommendations, but somehow I don't get to them, and then they fall down out of my queue. So, and I have so many people in my queue, like Sammy J Stitches. I watch her. She does Stitch With Me videos. I've still got her Stitch With Me video to watch, and I think her Year of Whips. Don't know. As you can see, I've got so many that I want to watch, and still so many in my queue, and so many good ones. And well, of course, I watch McKenna. I watch McKenna as soon as she comes because she's fast, easy. Watch her, and then I can get on to the next one. I love McKenna. I don't know, there's so many out there and so many new ones, and I don't even know all their names, but I like to watch them, and I don't have enough time in a day to watch Flosstube, stitch, do what I should do. Anyway, get my life together, eat proper meals, which I'm not doing, shop, get my stitchy projects together. I think that's the only thing that is half I've done, except that I've got the cut fabric and stuff. I think that was Thunderstorm. Anyway, so doing stitch from stash. A thunderstorm. The storm stopped at midday, and that was a thunderstorm. Okay, I'm going to stop now. I'm rambling. You're probably bored. Sorry about that. So if you stuck with me, I just want to say, keep on putting out those videos, those floss tubes. Please keep posting on Instagram, on Facebook. I'm in too many Facebook groups. I just get totally lost there. But I'm trying to stay up to date, see everything. I try to comment if I can. If I don't, it's just because I'm probably not feeling well. Please keep stitching. Please keep posting. Please show everything that you do. It's interesting. Life updates are interesting to me. I like to know what you're doing. If you have a story to tell, tell it please. I like stories. And yes, so just keep the stuff coming. Keep stitching, and I hope that your stitching wishes come true for 2018. I hope that all your other plans and wishes come true for 2018. I'm going to try my best to stitch more because I want to, not because I have to, just because I want to. And I'm going to try and socialise more, even though it's going to be very difficult to try and do that, but I'm going to try. And even if it has to be with people that I don't really like, I'm going to try my best. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who's watched my Flosstube, commented on my Flosstube, subscribed to my Flosstube, or is doing Flosstubes and has replied to my comments. Thank you very much. Thank you for putting Flosstube out there, because Flosstube has really saved my life this year. It's made it more bearable, and I can feel the community. I do feel it, and that has helped me so much. I can't put words to it. It's just thank you to everybody. So yeah, have a nice start to 2018, and I look forward to seeing you all during the year. So happy stitching. Bye.